entire unit on water.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, you're gonna have to go the last ones. All right. You might, on the little on the side of your little paper, there's a blank spot. You're going to want to draw this down. It's a good flow chart to have and have accessible to you. You have your carbohydrates, which are either simple or complex. The simples are mono and disaccharides. The mono and disaccharides are glucose. What was glucose again?
Oh Jesus!
The blood sugar.
Yes.
The base level sugar that your body's trying to break everything down to. Fructose, which comes from where?
From
Fruits and honey.
Galactose. Galactose will come back on. We'll come back to it. You'll see it again. Disaccharides are the maltose, which were based off of
Two sugars.
two sugars. But where do you usually find maltose?
starches.
Grains. Lactose, which we find in milk, and sucrose, which is what? Sugar, table sugar. Your polysaccharides are your starches. What are a couple of starches?
Bread. Potatoes.
Bread, potatoes.
Oh,
Corn, not bread.
Pasta.
Potatoes, pasta.
Corn.
Corn, very good. Corn is very starchy. You got your fibers.
Oh, that's right.
No. Fibers are vegetable based.
Oh.
Fruit and vegetable based. They're
What's
plant
that thing
based.
called? No, it's supposed to, like it runs through your body.
Corn.
No.
What?
It's fiber. What's it called? Like.
Is it fiber?
It's not.
Like that one thing in your body.
No, like my mom gave it to my
Like a
sister. 'cause, like,
lunch.
Oh,
she was like stuffed up. Yeah.
Pepto-Bismol.
No, it's
No.
it makes you poop.
Fiber.
X-lax?
X-lax?
No,
Like
it's a
Laxative.
drink. It's a drink.
Metafiber?
It's like a fruit.
Prune.
It's a
Yes, it's a prune.
Prune.
Prune. God, thank you.
Runs through your.
I was looking stupid.
Prune juice is a fruit-based juice. What is a prune? Does anybody know?
A prune is something that makes you go poop.
It's a purple.
I thought it was like a
It's
fiber
kind of like a
thing.
raisin.
It's a dried plum.
Yeah.
Just like a raisin is a dried
Those are gross.
grape, a prune is a dried plum.
What's a date?
That is something completely different.
I was asking a question. What's a date?
It is,
I just
it's hard to describe a date, really. It's kind of a nut, kind of not a nut. It's like a combination.
How do you get like half?
How do you get a half a nut?
Hybrid.
GMOs.
Wait, so is it genetically mixed? Or is it natural?
Next one.
A little bit of both. We'll have to cover that a little bit more later. Glycogen. Glycogen is very important. You're going to see that again. Glycogen forms, you need that for body functions. How does the body use its carbs? Anybody know?
For energy.
For energy. Running. All right. Eating carbs sets off complex chain of events in your body. Carbs must be in the form of glucose for the cells to use it. Glucose is the smallest level that it's trying to break it down. Glucose is very important, but it can also cause a lot of havoc in your body. Digestive system breaks down poly and disaccharides into monosaccharides. Break it all down to the little component pieces. No, you don't eat the whole pizza at once, you just take a slice of it, right? That's what your body's trying to do, it's the same concept. When the amount of do you eat the whole cow or do you just eat the steak? Well, you probably eat
Got you.
you
You don't
probably
eat the whole cow?
you probably eat the whole cow on the
That's
farm
different.
sooner or
That's
later.
different.
but
You just
I mean
talking
at
about
once.
pizza.
Oh yeah.
Can't you eat the tongue?
Okay, yeah.
Genetics do it for you.
I've never ate this one.
All right.
I like it.
Eat the what?
When the amount of glucose, this is important because we'll cover this again. When the amount of glucose in the blood rises due to eating, insulin is released from the pancreas, and that helps lower the blood glucose back to normal levels. Brings the body back into homeostasis, where it needs to be at its perfect balance.
What if
Now.
you're insulin resistant?
If you're insulin resistant,
Where are you getting this from?
That's a
I'm
thing.
your
I'm
brain,
serious. No.
you
I
keep
just
your
looked at
brain in a
glucose.
book.
No, really.
Body cells burn glucose for energy. If you cannot burn those body cells, what do you think happens?
You're done for.
They what?
You're done for.
You're done for. They build up in the system, right? What happens if if you got a balloon and you're filling it up with water? What happens if you put too much water in
Done
it?
for.
It will bust.
It will bust,
Poppy.
right? Too much stuff in it. You know, if you try to eat 50 pounds of steak at one sitting, what's going to happen to you? Or, yeah, you're going to have a stomach ache. You're going to throw it back up because there's no more room for it. You're going to bust. If the cells do not have immediate energy needs, meaning you're not eating and running, you're not eating and being active, you're not running up and down the field and training, you're not running up and down the court and training, you're not chasing your little brother because you took your shoes. You know, if you're not active and you don't need this sugar right then and there, excess glucose is converted into glycogen, which is another type of sugar, and it is stored in the muscles. 2/3 of that amount is stored in the muscles. So the food you eat now is you have to use a little bit of it to move around. But it's stored in your muscles, so when you're on the court practicing or playing, you got that extra burst of energy.
You don't do that?
Or like when Rooster rolls out from people rushing him, that extra little burst of energy.
Get some nowhere.
That's
I don't know what you're talking about.
he's got the glycogen is stored in the muscles. It comes out when he needs it. It's your energy backups. 2/3 of that is stored in your muscles.
Yeah,
The liver
game speed
stores
is
the
different than party
rest.
speed.
So the liver stores 1/3 of that. All right, we've dealt with the liver a little bit before, right? We mentioned it just a little bit when we were doing digestion. But the liver can only store so much. Can you put 8 gigs of music on your 4 gig iPod? No, it just won't fit, right? You got to pick and choose what you want on there. That's what your body's going to do. Once it's full and it has the stuff that it needs, it's got to send it someplace. It's going to take it. Too much makes your liver convert the excess into fat. No S, fat. Fats with an S you need. Fat without the S you don't need. It converts it to fat, and it comes right here. On a guy. It comes right here. All right? Don't laugh, you guys will be old one day. Females, they usually store it someplace else.
Yeah.
Usually on the hips. It's your body's natural way of storing things that you need or it's in excess. That's why if you get large, it's hard for your body to readjust to being small because it's used to it.
Why
It
is
becomes
it-
normal for it.
Why is it harder for girls to lose weight? Isn't that a fact?
I don't know about that one.
That's what it just.
No, it's harder for women to lose weight than men.
She's.
Hormones.
More muscles. Men have more muscles than women. Then muscle burns more energy than fat.
Yeah,
There
she's
you
a
go.
doctor.
They do?
She's a doctor.
And that's why she's a doctor.
Where?
All right,
The hormones too.
Where? Like,
where what?
Where's the more muscle?
Oh, just in general, just your build in
Oh,
general is more
oh.
muscular.
Yeah.
Pecs.
Females in general
An
have,
example.
height-wise, if they're the same height, they in general have more fat content than muscle content compared to males. We have more muscle content than the females. It's the way we were built, the way we're designed, all through the genetic process. That's not to say that there's some females that have more muscle than some males, because there are.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure Brianna could probably outrun, I know she can outrun me. Ayana could outrun me. Everybody could outrun me, I think.
That way.
But I got a bad leg. All right, also, too
Oh,
little.
wait.
If you have too little and the body breaks down protein and fats for energy. So if you don't have enough of the glucose that you need to perform its job, it's going to take it from someplace else. My athletes, have you ever heard what happens if you don't have enough and it starts taking from the fat and the protein from your body? You lose weight,
But not in a healthy way.
but not in a healthy way. Very good.
Ooh.
If you're a hardcore bodybuilder and you're working out constantly and you don't have a balanced diet and it starts taking it from the proteins and the fats in your body, you start smelling strongly of ammonia because it's breaking down those other components.
It's ammonia.
Ammonia?
So you say you can smell
When I was younger.
Stronger than onion.
Oh, worse?
Worse. Think of it this way. You have a car, all right?
Grody.
A car needs gasoline, water, and oil to run properly. Gasoline provides the fuel. Oil provides lubrication, and the water provides the coolant. If you're running low on gasoline, and the car decides it's going to pull it from the oil, what can happen?
Your car will explode.
No, your car won't explode. Rooster, what happens if you run a mechanical device down on oil?
It's gonna be bad for
He doesn't know.
It won't run no more.
Oh no.
It's going to self-implode because there's no lubrication there. It's
Oh,
going
is
to
that-
take it
is
away
that-
so the engine will
I thought
stop
that was a
working.
little too extreme, but I guess not.
If you take the water away from it, the heat will go up. So if you take the gas,
In your car.
and then you're, well, yeah, not necessarily explode, but you will split a seam on the radiator. So if you take it from where it's not supposed to be providing the energy, something bad's gonna happen. It's the same with the human body. You don't have the glucose in your system to provide it the energy your body needs, and it starts taking it from the proteins and the fats, other things are gonna break down. Unhealthy weight loss. What's that?
He said what?
That's what happens to crackheads.
Oh.
You said what?
Yeah, what?
They lose a lot of weight. I'm happy.
But it's for some completely different
It's
reason.
okay, we don't have to.
We'll cover that in a different
Alright,
place.
In the water section?
Alright,
Wait, I want to know.
No, it's
another class.
Google it.
Alright, carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are broken down where?
Wrong school.
In your body.
In the body, in the stomach. Everything seems to get broken down there in your stomach, right? We covered that in digestion. Once the carbohydrates are broken down in the stomach, it turns into
Glucose.
glucose. And the glucose is the basic sugar you need to survive. Get that book open again? Okay. It's carried through the body via the blood. You've heard the term blood sugar? Glucose in the blood. Blood has water in it, it's primarily water. It's altered into cells. It builds up your cells, makes your cells expand, helps them repair, helps them grow. At that point, it can be converted to energy, which releases water in the kidneys, or carbon dioxide through exhaled breath.
Do you know you can be moving without moving? So, I'm pretty sure I read this thing. It's like if you sit on the couch
Pretty sure.
and the earth is moving though, that you're actually traveling, but your body gets no benefit from it.
Okay.
Wow.
Anyway.
Good information, slightly random, but good information.
Don't know.
Alright, it can also be turned into glycogen. Now, what was glycogen?
That sounds funny.
It does sound funny.
Well, the glycogen.
Glycogen.
Let me just
Place the left
I'll give
It
you
was
a
a
hint.
polysaccharide.
access.
It was complex and it leads up to the
Muscles,
Unused
Protein. Stored.
stored,
Energy.
unused,
Polysaccharide.
Energy.
I
okay,
said that.
I'm getting bits here.
Repeat the word.
Glycogen.
Muscle stored energy polysaccharide.
Close enough. Excess glucose is converted to glycogen, which is stored in your muscles. Up to 2/3 of the amount.
That was close.
If this excess is stored in your muscles for later use. Glycogen is either used immediately by the brain, nerves, and heart. Yeah, your brain needs sugars in there too. It's stored in the liver as glycogen, or it's altered into fatty acid. When it gets into the fatty acid, that's when you start putting on the fat deposits, and you start getting a little bit bigger, and you need a new size of pants. No, not water. Who can tell me what's the difference between hunger and appetite?
Oh man, I get it.
Oh,
Appetite is something that you crave. Hunger is
Something you feel when
Okay.
you're having hunger.
like
you're hungry, hunger,
like
okay.
knowing like your stomach
Oh wait,
rumbles.
we're not done. And the other one is one. You're done eating, but you want more.
There you go. Okay, we're real close here.
You can lose your appetite and still be hungry.
Lose your appetite and still be hungry.
Whoa, I never thought about it that way.
It's like
That way.
like what you crave.
Like what you crave.
Everyone knows that appetite is what you crave. And hunger is your body signaling you to eat. You know how you have some stomach pains and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I get a lot of
Hunger is a need. Appetite is a want.
Ooh.
I thought it was the other way around.
If you're hungry, you need to eat. That's your body telling you you need to get sustenance and nutrients into your body. Your appetite is, man,
That's an appetite.
I want a gallon of ice cream. And I'm gonna go get ice cream. I'm gonna drive halfway across town and get the specific ice cream that I want, because I want the butter brickle, double chocolate chip with the caramel sea salt twist. That's the one I want, and nothing else is gonna do.
Hey, a chocolate devotion from Goldstone.
That's your appetite. Or, as Maddie said, you eat and you still want more.
All the time.
Hunger is a want. Sorry, hunger is a need. Appetite is a want. You need to eat because you're hungry, but you want to eat pizza. Or a thick T-bone steak. Or a nice salad. Salad sounds pretty good, right? Alright, if you look up here,
You have an appetite for it.
complex carbohydrates take longer to digest than simple carbohydrates. Why do complex carbohydrates take longer? Well, they're complex.